Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, MXGP fans. We are at Kegums in Latvia for round 7 of the MXGP career racing MX2. Man, I don't think I can pull the whole shot here. And this is a little different this week. I only have race 1 to show you. I was stupid and actually I forgot to hit record on my race 2. And it was an awesome race 2. I had to battle through the pack. Man, I think it was a last lap pass. I want to say I was fighting Prado, and I think he might have crashed on the last lap, and I took him. Anyways, that did not work out in my recording, so unfortunate. But anyways, we have race 1 to enjoy. Let's see what I can do. It took a couple, like that fall in that corner. I did not understand it. This seems like a common theme with MXGP Pro. You're going through a corner and you'll just crash. This ain't even on throttle. This was just like, it's like I lost all my momentum and just fell over because of a lack of inertia or something. Really strange. So I'm not too sure. I've tried figuring out what I have to do. Like I have to use the lean button. Sometimes I'm not using the lean button. This corner right here is really strange. That outside line is pretty much useless. I tried going through there before, and again, it's hard getting into that berm and leaning the correct way to be able to rail it. I was able to do it once. If you know how, give me some pointers on that. But pretty much the inside was a faster one anyways. In practice and qualifying, I did try to work on my setup for this track quite a bit. I messed with my gearing, my gear ratios a lot to try to keep third gear as my best gear. Really only used fourth here and then a couple other straightaways. I tried to keep third gear for those tight-ish corners. Give me the best drive out of those, so I wouldn't have to shift down into second. Oh my gosh, almost going off there. You could take that outside lane there and rail that corner. I did have to do that on, I think in the qualifying race, I did it on the start. You could rail that corner right there too, which was pretty fun, but it wasn't the fastest way around, I don't think. I don't know why they'd make a tabletop short like that when we're going so fast. Oh man, I was getting the huckabucks there and I was swapping back and forth. There was no recovering. I remember on MXGP2, you used to be able to launch off of that. I was able to clear it once, I think, but you used to be able to go wide off of that jump down that hill, clear that little landing. Not as easy in this game, though. So the last race, if you remember, was at Valkenswaard, and it was, man, I had a terrible time. It was such a fast track. I would start out good and then just have these weird crashes or the jumping too long and, you know, landing on the flat and just crashing. So not too fun. But hey, did you watch the French GP that was this past weekend? I just watched it the other day, and man, it's a good time to be watching MXGP to come back. I mean, Hurling's gone. He raced the, I think it was the Dutch Masters this past weekend. He went, he got 3rd place overall, I think. He's recovering from a foot injury back at the beginning of the year that he did in testing. Man, but French GP 250s, Jago Geerts, he was the first person this year to beat Jorge Prado straight up. When Prado's been in, he's won every moto. But Jago Geerts, 19 years old on the Yamaha, was able to win Moto 1. Moto 2, he got stuck behind his teammate in the beginning of the race. I think it cost him a little bit. So then he had to catch up. He was catching Prado for sure, and then he tipped it over in a rut in one of the corners, and that was pretty much it. Prado sailed home to the win for that, though. Good racing though, to see some new blood up there. MXGP class, man, it's a Tim Geiser show again. He rocked. Man, but we had Roman Fevra, Arno Tonis up there, and Cairoli. Really bad day for him. I believe he hasn't won, they said, at that track since 2012 or something. But he, I think, had a crash in qualifying, tweaked his ankle, so he's a little sore. I don't know if that was in his excuse, but he had a really off day. First moto, he was able to get second, but the second moto, I think he got stuck in the gate, so he was almost dead last coming off the start. I think he crashed maybe a couple times. One time he stalled it on one of the downhills. He couldn't get the bike started. It just wasn't starting. And finally he got it fired back up with the electric start. And he ended up 17th in race 2. So he overall of 7th place. So it was a big swap in points, a swing in points. So Tim Geiser, I believe, is only 10 points behind now. Man, so we'll see if Tim Geiser's won 4 motos in a row, I think. So we're gonna see what happens. Man, it's like I said, it's a good time to be watching. Got some good competition. It's not just KTM running away with everything. So if Herlings comes back, well, like I said, he just got 3rd overall at this Dutch Masters race. I don't know if he's up to 100% yet. I'm gonna say no, and he's probably not up to 100% speed, at least for, up to his standards. But if he can get in there and help Cairoli with the getting between him and Geiser, or at least take some points away from Geiser. But man, I'd like to see Geiser challenge for the championship. There's still a lot of rounds left, but it's looking to be a good year. So I've got 2 to go here. I think I've got this pretty much wrapped up. If fingers crossed, I don't run into any MXGP Pro physics problems. It's a Kegums. It's a decent track. I liked it. I don't like the jumps like that one. I mean, all these tabletops are so small. It seems like that you over jump them without having to hit the brakes. So I don't know. Oh, I got reset. That's about the only one right there that's the distance is correct. This one you're launching so far. This tight area right here, and I think you can, well, that was a bad one, but you can launch and clear that most of the time, I think, if you time it right. First person mode is the mode for me. I've just decided, yeah, third person view, I can't do it. It just isn't fun to me. Let me know which mode you guys like. Do you usually use third person, or anybody out there a first person mode fan? I hope you guys are, because that's what I'm gonna. Oh geez, like that one, I just tipped it over a little too far. Oh, then I got lost. Where am I going? Luckily I still had a gap on Prado or Jonas back there. I don't remember which one it is. Final lap. So again, I apologize for not having race 2, but I was able to win that race also. Like I said, I had to battle back through the pack the whole race. It was probably the best racing I've had against this AI out of all of the rounds, and I was able to take the win on the last lap over Prado. I did get the overall, and I think I'm up to maybe 7th or something in points after this. I think. I can't remember exactly since I lost the footage and I can't look at it. But yeah, this was a good round for me. Let's see what I get on
Race 1 has just ended and riders are going
almost
back
4
to their
seconds.
mechanics. Let's take a look at the partial
So again,
points
guys, thanks for
scrolling across
watching.
the screen.
If you could hit that subscribe button, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments also. Want to hear from you guys. Let me know what kind of things you'd like to see. And if you're looking forward to MXGP 2019, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you on the next one.